Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's really great to have you here for this session. Welcome to Empower Fantastic Life. Find your power, live without limits. All right, let's just jump right in with a question that I'm guessing we've all asked ourselves before. Why does making money sometimes feel so hard? You know that feeling like you're working harder and harder, but you just can't seem to get ahead? Well, if you've ever felt that way, trust me, you're not the only one.
But what if the problem isn't about how hard you're paddling? What if it's about the boat you're in? Someone once told me something that completely changed my perspective. They said, the problem isn't that making money is difficult, the problem is the level you're on. It's not about more effort, it's about leveling up your entire game.
So let's break it down, starting right at the beginning. This is level 1, and it's where pretty much everyone starts out. We're talking about selling your time. This is the absolute ground floor of earning.
So what does this look like in the real world? Well, let's imagine a guy we'll call Alex. Alex starts his career as a food delivery driver. It's a straightforward gig, right? He puts in an hour of work, he gets paid for an hour of work. Simple. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. His income is completely 100% tied to his time and his energy. If he gets sick, if he takes a day off, the money stops. That's a tough spot to be in, and that risk only gets bigger as you get older.
Now, naturally, most people try to escape level 1. And that brings us to the next step up. Level 2, selling your skill. This is definitely an upgrade, but you'll see it as the same hidden trap as the first level.
So our friend Alex, he's smart, he goes and learns a valuable skill, he becomes a freelance graphic designer. Now, instead of making a few bucks per delivery, he's charging a great hourly rate for his expertise. This is a huge step up. But eventually, he hits a wall. A ceiling, because even though he's earning more per hour, his income is still capped by the number of hours in a day. He's still just trading 1 hour for one payment.
And this slide really nails it. It shows the common ground between these first two levels. Look, whether you're selling physical labor like in level 1 or your specialized knowledge like in level 2, you are fundamentally selling the same thing, your time. The value is different, sure, but the underlying equation is identical. And as long as your income is tied to the hours you can personally work, you'll always have a cap on how much you can earn.
Okay, this is where things get really interesting. This is the pivot point. Level 3 is where the entire game changes. We're about to shift from a world of addition to a world of multiplication. This is the level of selling a model. So, what on earth does selling a model even mean? It's actually pretty simple. Instead of being the only person who can deliver your value, you create a process, a recipe, that allows other people to deliver that same value. Think about it. Instead of baking one incredible cake at a time yourself, you write down the recipe and the method so that 1,000 other people can make that same amazing cake. Let's go back to Alex. This is where he has his big aha moment. He realizes he can't possibly design for every single client who wants his help. So he stops trading his time for projects. Instead, he creates an amazing online course that teaches his unique design process. He trains 10 other designers using his model. Each of them goes out and serves 100 clients. All of a sudden, Alex's impact is reaching 1,000 clients, way more than he could ever handle on his own. His income is finally starting to separate from his personal time. And that takes us to the very top, the final stage of this journey. Level 4 is all about selling a system. This is the ultimate goal, where you almost completely decouple your income from your direct personal effort. So this is the final evolution. Alex takes his successful course and builds something bigger, a complete platform. It's got design templates, automated tools, a whole marketplace of designers he's trained. Now, people don't just learn from him, they use his system to get what they need. And here's the magic part. The platform is generating income whether Alex is at his desk or on a beach somewhere. This isn't about being lazy, it's about the incredible power of a well-built structure.
So we've walked through all 4 levels, from trading your hours to building a system. The jump between these levels isn't just a small step, it's a completely different way of thinking about value. Let's just zoom out for a second and see what this means for your own path to growth.
This chart says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you have levels 1 and 2. That's linear growth. You put in 1 more hour, you get 1 more unit of value. It's a straight line. It's predictable, but it's also limited. Now look to the right. That's levels 3 and 4. That growth is exponential. 1 hour you spend building a model or a system can create 100 times the value over the long run.
So, the single most important idea to take away from our time together is this. To truly change your life, you have to figure out how to make 1 unit of your time produce multiple units of value.
That's the secret. That's how you break free from the time for money trap.
And that leads me to my final question for you. And I want you to be really honest with yourself here. Forget the theory for a moment. Just think about your own work, your own career. Which level are you on right now? And, maybe more importantly, what's your next move to level up?
You've been listening to Empower Fantastic Life Jaeger Empowerment Academy. See you next time. Bye-bye.